Oh hey guys, I was just looking at the Nintendo Switch that Nintendo announced recently. Happy Halloween everyone! Today, let's do a top 6 creepiest things in video games. Let's go! In the game Warrior Touched, one of the most popular characters, Ashley, has her own theme song, simply called Ashley's Song. You may know it from the Super Smash Bros. Games. Ashley is an 8-year-old witch. Wait, what? Outside of Japan she's 15 years old? Okay, great job localizers. I'm looking at you, Bill Trinan. At a certain moment in the game, you will unlock a record player. One of the songs you can listen to is Ashley's Song. But you can actually spin the disc very fast. And when you do that with Ashley's Song, you will hear... Yes, you heard that right. You can hear her say, "I have granted the kids to hell." What's even creepier is that according to Nintendo, this wasn't intended at all. The entire sentence is just a coincidence. There are a lot of creepy things in Zelda, especially in Majora's Mask, which is considered to be the creepiest Zelda game ever. But what exactly is the creepiest thing in this game? Uh-oh. The moon. Imagine you wake up one day and you look in the sky and BAM! A moon with a scary face is really close to the earth. In Majora's Mask, the main goal is to stop this moon from falling. But the thing what makes it so creepy is the 3-day time limit. Sure, you can go back 3 days in time for as much as you want, but the closer you get to the moon from falling, the more desperate the people in this game get. The people of the land of Termina are in denial at first, but then, at the night the moon is gonna fall, most people will start to accept their fate. It's a truly frightening game. Fun fact, this game was rated E for everyone in the year 2000, back when the original version of this game was released. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Such a happy, beautiful space adventure. But have you ever looked around with the first-person camera very closely at Shiverburn Galaxy? At Shiverburn Galaxy, 3 mysterious figures will follow you around, as if they are watching Mario. They look very creepy, and they have no purpose whatsoever in the game. In the game's files, they are called Hell Valley Skytree. The file name for the galaxy itself is called Beyond Hell Valley. Hello everyone, time for some viewer mail. The first mail comes from... let's see... my best friend Guus. He says, "Dylan, congratulations with 17 subs. Thanks, buddy." Super Paper Mario is by far one of the darkest Mario games out there. I mean, there's a giant black hole following you the entire game, because it's going to destroy every single dimension ever. And at a certain point in the game, you see a dimension getting destroyed, and you have to walk in the destroyed dimension. But what if I say that in this game, you can literally go to hell? Because you can. At a certain point in this game, you'll arrive in a dimension where you will arrive when you die. If you did a lot of good things in your life, you will go to the over there, which is right over there, aka heaven. If you did more bad things in your life, you have to stay in the underwear, and you'll probably never wear underwear anymore. Because to be more specific, you go to the River Twigs, which is located in the underwear. The River Twigs is literally hell. In this game, you have to swim in the River Twigs at a certain point. And boy, is it creepy. Just take a look and listen to the creepy music that plays when you're swimming there. If you think about creepy things in Pokemon, you'll probably think about Lavender Town first. But honestly, Lavender Town isn't that creepy. Only the creepypastas about Lavender Town are creepy, and just the music. That's it. But in my opinion, there's something far more creepier in Pokemon. Let me tell you a story of when I was playing Pokemon Y 3 years ago. So, it was my 5th day with Pokemon Y. I played the heck out of that game already. A few hours ago, I've beaten the Elite Four. I was home alone an entire afternoon. At a certain moment, I was wandering around Lumio City. Then, I entered a random building. I took the elevator of the building. Then, when I stepped out of the elevator, I lost control of my character. Then, a creepy girl appeared, with no walking animation, saying, "No, you're not the one." This scared the crap out of me, especially because I was home alone when it happened. I thought, what is this? Am I in the middle of a creepypasta and all of a sudden? And that was the story of my encounter with what people call Ghost Girl. She's a mysterious girl that scared the crap out of many Pokemon X and Y players. Till this day, I still don't know what her purpose was. Animal Crossing. What's so scary about Animal Crossing? I mean, every single game is rated for all ages. But what if someone actually managed to make Animal Crossing scary? So, if you go to the Dream Suite in Animal Crossing New Leaf and type in the following dream address 260002187298, you go to a town called something something Japanese. People call it Ikea Village. So I'm assuming it is called that in Japanese as well. The town is also known as Horror Town. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Ikea is Japanese for horror. There are a lot of theories about this town, like way too many theories, and all of them could very likely be true, but we don't know for sure. There's even a person claiming he knows the creator of this town, and says he knows the true story behind this, but personally, I don't believe that person, especially since the creator of Ikea Village is most likely Japanese. I could talk for hours about Ikea Village, but we don't have time for that, so I will only talk about key details and obvious things. So when you first wake up, you will notice that the floor looks incredibly disturbing to watch. Another thing you should note is that it's 4 AM, and for a reason. You see, the Japanese word for 4, no pun intended, sounds a lot like a Japanese word for dead. So in Japan, the number 4 is known as the number of death, and 4 AM is known as the hour of death. Back to Ikea Village. Near the tree where you woke up is a house. Everything looks very cheerfully and happy. It looks like there's a birthday party, and upstairs is some kind of toy room with pictures. In Ikea Village, you may encounter a girl named Ikea. If you talk to her, she says something in Japanese. If you translate it, she says, "I love mommy." The further you get in this town, the more corrupted her text gets. Another thing you may notice is that the villagers have tons of dollies in their house. If you explore more of the town, you will encounter a maze with tons of items. You will also probably fall into a few pitfalls. Then, next to the town hall, you will encounter a graveyard. After that, you will encounter the second house, which has a weird puzzle that you need to do to explore it. The room on the right has weird stuff. I don't really know how to describe it. Same thing goes for the room on the left. The room at the top middle is where it gets creepy. There are a lot of dolls and plushies, but they are looking in the opposite way, like they are scared of something or someone. But if you change the camera viewpoint, you will see creepy eyes looking at them. In the room upstairs, you see a room based on the Adam and Eve story. But if you're an Animal Crossing expert, you may notice that the statue of the woman is a fake. The meaning behind this is theorized on a lot. A popular theory is that perhaps Ika's mother cheated on her father. In the room downstairs, there seems to be what looks like a doll tea party. But if you look closely, you see that one red doll has an axe hidden behind her.
Hi everyone, time for some more viewer mail. The next viewer mail comes from mopsyrules.com, my cousin. He says, "Dylan, why are you interrupting the video at the most exciting moment?" Well, let's go back to Ikea Village, guys. Bye.
Moving on to the third house, it seems to be another maze. In this maze is a hidden item that makes creepy sound effects as you move. You'll also be greeted by a dolly with an axe. The room on the right has a piano with 8 Easter eggs and is trying to symbolize something. The room on top has 2 bugs with tons of papers lying on the ground, like someone ripped papers out of it. The room upstairs has tons of pictures of a girl everywhere, and the dolly is looking at a static TV. The room downstairs is even more frightening. It looks like a cozy bedroom, but the dolly is there once again, and the bed has been turned into some kind of torture device. Then finally, there's the fourth and final house. This house looks exactly the same as the first house, where everything was still peaceful. But all the plants and perfect fruit trees are gone. Inside the house, you will see that everything is a mess. In the first house, there was also a room blocked off that you could not enter, and this time it isn't blocked off anymore. In this room, you see a mannequin representing the girl Ikea and the dolly, blocked off and locked away from the rest of the world, but finally together. If you go upstairs to the toy room, you will see that all of the pictures are ruined, probably by the doll with the axe that's standing next to it. The other toys look away, as if they are scared of the doll. Now last but not least, let's go to the beach of the town. At the beach, you will see a pair of shoes in front of the sea. This has a hidden meaning, of course. In Japan, if you plan on doing suicide, it is a tradition that you first take your shoes off before the suicide, meaning that someone did suicide, of course. Was it the mother? Was it the father? Who knows? There's also a hidden island at the beach. If you find a hidden swimsuit in Ikea Village, you can go there. There seems to be a grave. If you dig up the grave, it will have a creepy skeleton. There are also some treats near the grave. Ikea probably put those there as an offering. But that's not all. There's also a time capsule and a dolly buried right next to the grave. And that's all there is in Ikea Village. It's trying to tell a story about a doll that ruined a family, perhaps. At least, that's what most people think. I have my own theory though about the creator, or perhaps creators, behind the town. You see, this town got made very close to the Japanese release of Animal Crossing New Leaf, and a lot of items used in Ikea Village are very rare and hard to get. Even with time traveling, it will still be hard to get. So, I think that maybe, just maybe, the developers of this game made Ikea Village, hoping that players would find it.
And that was my top 6 creepiest things in video games. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and hopefully see you next time. What? Is there something behind me?